Hi Penny and welcome to Sawik Media Mood.
Hello.
And you are today my guest. Right, so we cool with that, right?
Cool for now.
We putting the personal side of it aside today. Right, and we getting straight into it. I will start by asking you how you felt when you found out that you had two problems with your brain, right? So you will tell us what the problems were and how you felt about just knowing that, hey, I have this problem in my brain and these are the possibilities. So tell us.
How I felt knowing that I had these two problems in my brain was very hard. On the 2nd of September 2019, I found out that I had a brain tumor and a brain aneurysm. Knowing about it was hard because I am a mother of three, ages 9, 6 and 3 years old, and I also have a husband, so that was not easy. I felt like my days was numbered.
Let's take a few seconds and go back to the older clips where you were pleading for assistance from members of the public.
I have a meningioma, brain tumor, and a cerebral brain aneurysm. I have to do a cerebral artery aneurysm embolization.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Suddenly now I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care what nobody else believes, 'cause I still got a lot of fight left in me. A lot of fight left in me.
Thank you, everybody.
And thinking about your children going to lose a mother, how did you feel about that?
I felt heartbreaking because it's like the aneurysm is like a time bomb, so it's like you don't know when it's going to burst, so when your life going to end.
Did you at any point wonder what your children's life will be like in your absence? How are they going to cope? Or will they be taken care of? What were you thinking?
Yes, there were times when I would sit down and think, if I'm not around, how my children would cope, what things will be like without I being there, and those things just broke my heart.
Before I go too deep into discussing how the surgery went and stuff like that, tell us about your friend Chanel.
My friend Chanel Mohammed, well, how we knew each other is through my husband, Sean, my husband's brother, Sean. It was really nice knowing that friend of mine. She was having a baby shower at the time, and I told her about my situation, and in no time she was willing to assist.
Let me ask you, people wanted to know how someone in need of a brain surgery or two surgeries can be going to the supermarket and other places in Point Fortin. What will you say about that?
Well, it had its challenging moments because there are times when I would feel good and I would go to the supermarket, and then there are times when I may not feel so good. So people might think, well, probably she was supposed to be bedridden, things like that, but somehow I had that inner courage in me to still keep going normal once I could have, so It wasn't easy, but I think the determination was my children.
Okay, and you mentioned to me that some people were not believing that you actually had a brain aneurysm and a tumor because they're actually seeing you outdoors doing things that you needed to get done.
Well, that was really sad, because in a sense, I mean, already having those two problems, and then people looking at you as if you're supposed to be looking like you're dying or you're bedridden, and then they see you walking, it had me uncomfortable in a sense, you know, but I kept my mind straight and I did what I had to do when I had to do it and just hoped for the best.
Okay, and after the surgery, there were also persons who expected your head to be in a bandage, and again, you should have been bedridden, totally bedridden. Explain to the public what the embolization process actually is so that they will understand the difference and why they are not seeing your head in a bandage.
Okay. My head is not in a bandage because there is something called embolization. And there are different types of embolization, but my own is a cerebral artery aneurysm embolization. That is where the balloon of the aneurysm that's in my head, they go through my groin, which is somewhat close to my leg, right? They well, first they put you to sleep, right, so that you wouldn't move, and then they punch through the artery on my groin there, my leg, and then sends up a catheter into it, right, leading up straight up to the aneurysm, and then they take another
Before you continue, when you say straight up to the aneurysm, you mean straight up to your brain, right?
Straight up to my brain.
Right, so just to make it easy, because you're using some big words that even I may not be quite familiar with, and we want to ensure that the public understands.
Right, and when they reach there with the catheter and everything, there's a coil in one of the equipment that they have to use. The coil is soft, right, and they have to go directly to the aneurysm and send that coil there. So the coil, it goes around like this in circles, right, and it eventually it's something that's supposed to get hard, right? So when they fill the sac, right, so that it wouldn't burst.
Which sac is that? The aneurysm?
The aneurysm. When
Okay.
they fill the aneurysm, the balloon, right, when they fill it up with the coil, right, they come back, detach everything and come straight back out with everything.
How do they get from your groin to your brain safely?
There's cameras so they could see all inside of, while they're taking their time and passing all their heart and all of that, there's a camera so that they'll be able to see, and then there's a screen. There's different screens where they would see the whole brain, the wires and everything, so they will be able to know, okay, if they're going somewhere wrong or if they're going somewhere right. So yes, there's a camera.
Very well. So back to your conversation with Chanel. Chanel encouraged you to work on getting the funds to deal with your situation. Did you expect all the funds to be raised?
No, I did not expect all the funds. I thought maybe 100,000, yes, but not that amount. Not the 200,000 amount. I had some doubts, I guess, because I know COVID is on, people are not working, so I didn't think that people would have been able to put out that much.
Okay, you showed me an article featuring Kim Francois. Can you tell me basically what is her situation and how you felt about her situation?
I was looking through my phone and I saw an article on Newsday and I read it. I can't recall I can't remember the name because the name's so long, but I know it's leukemia. She has leukemia. And when I saw it, my heart melted because I knew that I was in a position like that where I needed to raise funds for surgery. So immediately I spoke to my husband about it, and I told him that I am willing to give something because I know what it felt like when I needed help.
What about her story moves you the most?
Knowing that she has to raise 50,000 US, that in itself, knowing that is so much and a short space of time she needs the help, it moves me.
You were fortunate to have persons endorsing your campaign. How do you feel about that?
I felt great. Great in a sense that people were able to share my story, and it was able to reach not just people in Trinidad, but people all over the world. And it felt great.
Miss Penni George. She is in need of dire assistance. To all my business owners, business owners, yeah, let's see if we could lend any form of assistance.
Penni is a beautiful mother of 3, wife, singer, songwriter, very spiritual, loves God. So let's help and donate, towards her surgery.
The name is Miss Penni Beckers George. Penni is one of the most loving persons that I know. Right? She is an angel on earth. And on our first encounter, she was just so loving and heartwarming and just made you feel like, I can know her a long time. Right? She's such a humble soul. She just, how God wants us to be. That is Penni.
My daughter-in-law Penni have a brain aneurysm and a brain tumor, and she needs urgent assistance to do an operation. I'm kindly asking on behalf of her if you all could assist. We are trying very hard to get $200,000.
Penni has to undergo an operation, brain surgery, 22nd of March, which is very soon. Please, we will really appreciate whatever that you can afford. I thank you very much.
I'm asking persons that know me, persons that don't know me. Here I am begging for the assistance of a beautiful young woman, Penni George. Anyone that is able, I'm asking you for your contribution. It will make a great difference, not just for Penni, who needs the help, but her 3 young children.
I'm here asking for assistance on behalf of my sister-in-law, Penni Beckers George. Right? Just not asking on behalf of her, I'm asking on behalf of our family, friends, everyone who is dear to her. Right? She recently found out she have a brain aneurysm and she's in need of a life-saving surgery. We need her to live. We need to make this money. Events are being created today and coming off tomorrow. That's just to show you how desperate we need this cash. We need her to live. She's the mother of 3 beautiful children, a wife, a genuine and loving person, a God-fearing woman. Alright, I'm here today specially to ask for sponsorship for 20 jerseys, alright, which would have a certain print on them. This is for the fundraising team.
Those were indeed some touching endorsement videos. Now let's go back to Kim Francois. Will you endorse her GoFundMe campaign or encourage others to do the same?
Yes, if it's possible, if you can give in any way, big or small, please help her. She needs surgery, emergency surgery, urgent surgery to save her life. So please help her if you can.
You went to the hospital one day with your son, Micah, and came home to see an endorsement video that your daughter Faith did on your behalf. How did that make you feel?
I was in tears.
Please help my mother. And please donate. She went at San Fernando General Hospital and the doctors told her, they found out that she had a brain aneurysm and a brain tumor. So I want you guys to please help my mother, because that brain aneurysm will make her whole brain burst, and then she might die. You might not know. It will just burst, and I will have a mother again, even though somebody will want to volunteer to be my mother. It's still not going to work out. It's not going to be like my real mother. So I'm asking you guys to please help us. By the way, my name is Faith Josh, and I want to tell you I'm 9 years old. My little sister is 6 years old, Makeda George, and my young brother, my little brother, 3 years old, Michael George, and I have, seizures. My sister has seizures too, but her asthma bothers her very, very much, and the seizures are like the worst for me, and the asthma is worse for her. I want you guys to put the money that you have. If you don't have enough money, don't worry. Other people has plenty money, and if they work as a team, they'll all get it in that bucket and ready for my mom to get fixed, and then everything will be fine, and you can stop everything. Yeah, and once she gets fine, I'll thank you guys so much, and then I'll go all over parts of the world and try to help you if you have a situation. So, bye.
I couldn't believe that my daughter was heartbroken to the point of doing all that she could to raise that video and make sure that at least somebody here, even though she knew that nobody probably might have seen it, she still went ahead and did it. And that, I was crying, I was in tears.
Have you ever asked Faith anything about that video she did?
Afterwards, when I saw the video, yes, I asked her if she did a video, and she was kind of shocked. She's like, yeah, how you know that? So I told her that her daddy, of course, showed me, and I saw it.
Before the surgery, you would have mentioned to the media that you had an issue with your right hand and your right leg. How is your right hand and leg feeling now compared to before the surgery, and can you describe the difference?
Yes, my right hand used to feel, well, it always used to be like shaky like this, and or if not, it would be feeling numb. I wouldn't, if I touched something, I wouldn't feel it like I was feeling it now. My right foot, I would, when I press on the ground, I wouldn't feel the floor. You know, it would be so numb that I wouldn't feel it. It could actually choke a pin, and I would feel the pin, but it wouldn't be as strong as the other foot.
And how is it now?
Well, it is strong. I can actually grip stuff now, which I couldn't do before. Sometimes I might hold something and it would just fall because I can't get to grip it. So I can grip things now, and now I'm walking and I'm actually feeling my foot on the ground. I'm feeling my pressing, and I'm feeling no pain at all, because I used to get a lot of pain when I'm walking. I am not feeling any pain anymore. While I was at San Fernando General Hospital for another condition, my right hand and my right foot just stopped moving. On the 2nd of September 2019, I found out that I have a brain aneurysm and a brain tumor.
Are you still limping?
I'm not limping. I'm just kind of off balance a bit because it's about a year and something. I haven't used my feet properly. So when I'm walking, sometimes I might be going that kind of way. But to say like limping, no.
Okay, Penni Beckles George, thanks very much for sharing your information with us. And is there anything apart from what I've asked that you would like to say?
Well, I would just like to say thanks for this interview. I really appreciate the before, during, and after. And also I'd like to say thanks to all those who have contributed in any way at all to make this a success, where I can have my children, I can run with them now, and I don't have to feel any pain anymore. While I was in surgery, they saw a vasospasm, so they had to repair that first, stop the procedure, repair that first, fix it first, and then deal with the aneurysm. And that vasospasm is when one of the arteries is like shrink to the point where blood cannot pass through at all. So that is the cause of why my right hand and my right foot couldn't move properly, because blood was not circulating properly. So I'm really thankful to the public for helping me to the point where I can feel my hands, I can walk now, I don't have that much headache as before. Yes, I have the brain tumor to deal with, but the headaches are not that bad as before. And I'm just happy and I'm just thankful, and the same way I'm feeling happy and thankful, I would like to help someone else feel the same.
Okay, so thank you very much for this interview, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you, bye. Heartbreak.